course, we are shooting another one. The lighting is great. It's a wonderful day and no one is here at home.
I know what I need, ain't gonna lie. I know what I want, speaking my mind now. A queen needs a king to be by her side.
This video is for people that want to read. They want to reach their reading goals this year. People that are interested in cultivating that reading habit. So, because now there's a lot of factors that are involved. It's not just you picking up a book. You need to have the time. You need to have the money to buy the books because books ain't free. Or you need to have a device that can help you read. You understand? So, I've decided to do this video just to share some tips that can get you into a reading habit that can help you reach those reading goals that you've set for yourself in 2024. Let's get right into it. First tip that I'll give you is to make time for, no, that cannot be number one, but let it be number one. Number one, the first tip, make time for reading books. For example, this is how I do it. I just woke up and it's 8 a.m. So I'll give myself 10 minutes. From 8 to 8:10, I will be checking my phone, scrolling, talking to whatever. I don't know. I'll just be doing something. And then right at 8:10, 10 past 8 on the dot, I put my phone down, I pick up my book. So that's what I mean by making time. So in the mornings, guys, it's a very good time to read. Like if you wake up and the first thing you do is scroll, it's normal. I think that's just normal life, and we just need to accept that the first thing that we do when we wake up is to scroll, check our WhatsApp, check your Instagram, I check my YouTube. So the first thing that I'll do is check my phone and do all those things. But that's if my husband is sleeping. If my husband is awake, then we'll just talk and whatever. But now let's just pretend no one is there. If somebody's there, then after you chat to that person, you let them know, I'm going to read my book now. Okay? So I give myself 10 minutes. 10 minutes, I check my messages. Once I'm done checking my messages, as I'm checking my messages, I'm looking at the time. So it's very important to stick to the time that you've set for yourself in your head so that you practice discipline and self-control. So if you tell yourself that you're gonna check your WhatsApps and whatever for the next 10 minutes, when that 10 minutes is done, you put that phone down and then you pick up the book. No excuses. No, I'm waiting for Mamang to respond. No, because then your phone is controlling you. You have no control. So I put my phone down and then I go ahead and I continue. I start reading. You can also do the same thing in the evenings. When you go to bed and then you get into bed, maybe you go to bed like 30 minutes early. Like for example, if you're gonna sleep at 9:30, at 9 you go to bed. When you get to bed, maybe you need to check your phone. You do the same thing. You give yourself time. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, you check your phone, you scroll, whatever. And then when you're done, on the time that you said you stop, you put your phone down, you pick up your book. This is one thing that I haven't tried yet, but I feel like it's also a good thing. For example, if you are on a solo date, on a solo trip or whatever, pick up the book and read. So these are just tips on showing you that you actually have time to read. You do have time to read. So if you're on a solo date, instead of scrolling, you can scroll. Give yourself time to scroll. Don't say I'm not going to scroll, because you know you're going to scroll, my friend. So scroll, take some pictures, get your food, take some pictures. And then once you start eating, or maybe when you're done eating, pick up the book, give yourself 30 minutes or 15 minutes and read. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you are out there alone. If you're out there alone, it will be just the perfect time for you to read. And then another time where you can read, if you're traveling by taxi or by Uber, that's the perfect time to read. If you want to scroll, you know how long your trip takes. If your trip is 30 minutes, you know once you jump into the Uber, you're going to want to scroll. You scroll for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you put your phone down and then you pick up the book and then So if you are somebody that travels by taxi or Uber, it means you need to have your book in your bag with you all the time, so that once you're done scrolling, then you can pick up the book just from your bag and then continue reading. And then number 4, you can also try reading the book at work during your break. So I tried this at some point I used to do this, and then it's just a little bit hard because I'm a people's person. So even if I'm sitting alone, somebody would come sit with me and chit chat. But if you're a person who can sit alone and no one can disturb you, my friend, what a gold mine. Pick up the book and read. Scroll, give yourself time. Don't say, hey, I'm not going to scroll. If you don't want to scroll, then leave your phone at your desk and then go to the canteen or somewhere and then pick up the book and read. Okay, and then let's get into now getting the books, buying the books. So with books, guys, it just really it needs money. Let's just be honest. You need money, or you need people that can give you books, or people that you can exchange books with if you already have books. But let's say, for example, you don't have books and you want to buy books, but you don't want to spend an arm and a leg. Like the books now go for like 400, 500. That's a lot of money, guys. Eggs are like 200 rand. Imagine buying a book for 400. I do buy books for that much. Like if I really, really want that book, I'm going to spend that much money on that book because I've built the habit. I know I'm going to read it. I'm not just wasting money. So if you are starting out and you feel like you've wasted money maybe before you've bought books, or maybe you don't want to invest too much money into your reading habit, you can buy books online. So I have Instagram pages where this page is called 1 million thousand words, something like that. And then I bought one book from her, and then she added me on a WhatsApp group where she posts like books all the time, like once a week or twice a week she posts books. So these are like secondhand books. Some of them are newer, like some of them are just like, I don't know, they're just secondhand books. Yeah, but some of them like they are good quality. And if there's any damages, she would write, there's a tear at the back, there's a tear on whatever page, or maybe somebody wrote in it or whatever, but the books are good. You won't just buy a book and then it gets here and you find that somebody wrote in the book. You will know before you actually buy the book. So I think for a stack of 9 books, I spent 300 rand. 9 books. 300 rand. Imagine. And listen, I did buy a book for 500 rand last year. I did buy a book for 300 rand. But for 9 books, I paid 300 and something. It wasn't a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. So you can stack them up. So she allows you to stack the books up so that like she would post like for a month. You can wait for a month and then just every week you look at the books that you like and then you select them, you add them to your stack, send you the bill, and then you pay. Done. And then when you're done with your stack, it's up to you. When you're done with your stack, then you let her know and then she will ship the books to you. And I find that a very cheap way to buy books. So I will include the links to the pages where I know they sell good books, or I know people have bought books from them, or people that I've used to buy books from on Instagram. It's very cheap, guys. It's not that expensive. You don't have to go to exclusive books or bargain books all the time to buy books. And bargain books is not bargain. No, it's just a name. Those are brand new books for the same price that you'd find at exclusive books and whatnot. Okay, and there's another shop as well that people have been sending to me on TikTok. I'll also include that link to that TikTok video. And then choosing what to read. Let's say, for example, you don't know what to read and you're just like, yo, where do I start? I really want to cultivate this habit. Don't just buy books that you see people, they are reading online and you are interested. If you haven't built the habit of reading books, those books will bore you. Those books will bore you. So you need to try and find out what is it that you used to enjoy when you were younger. I used to enjoy a lot of romantic books. Remember those Boons and Moon and Boon? Oh, I don't remember what they're called. Those small books. They're so small. They used to be so romantic. Oh, that one married that one. But those romantic books, that's where I started reading books. Look at this, the kind of stuff that you are into, the content that you are into when you're watching TV. Do you like crime? Do you like romance? So when you are watching, like when you see yourself watching on TV, like, okay, I like crime, then when you buy a book about crime or a thriller or whatever, or romance. So look at it that way. Look at what is it that interests you when you're watching TV, when you're watching YouTube. What is it? If you're having a conversation, what are you into? Are you into self-help books about money, about your mind, your brain? Like, what are you into? Just look at the stuff that you're watching on TV. That will tell you. You will know what you're into. Sometimes you will buy bad books. Accept that you will buy bad books. That is a tip. Accept that you will buy bad books. Books that are just not nice. Books that you're not enjoying. Last year, there's 2 books that I did not enjoy. And then I was struggling. And I was like, I need to finish this book. Because you just have that thing as a reader. You want to finish. Like, finishing a book has that thing. But that thing, you will read a book until you die. Until you cry blood. And I'm like, So I decided I am not going to continue reading books that are not serving me. They're not fulfilling me. I'm not enjoying them. So I put those 2 books down and I never looked back. And I'm not even shy, because you start feeling like embarrassed that, oh, you are a reader but you don't finish books. No, you will not finish all the books. If that book is boring you, close that book and pick up another one. Just like you would stop watching a series, it's the same thing. If you're not enjoying the series, you stop it and you find another one. If you're not enjoying that movie, you stop it and you find another one. So with books, it's the same. Close that book, find another one. Other people are very much willing to trade books, to say, okay, borrow me this one and I'll borrow you this one, and then when we're done, we can exchange for other books. So you can do that. If you know a community of women, or if you know a community of friends, or you know friends that read, you can ask to trade books with them. Just don't ask me. My books are my collection, guys, and they don't leave my house. I am possessive with those things. Yay, Sana. Yeah. Don't test me. Audio books. Guys, there's audio books that you can read. Like, so you can listen to, audiobooks, you can listen to them. There's apps that you can use to listen to audiobooks if you don't want to read. Some of the apps that you need to actually buy, like Kindle, you need to buy, but I'll just link the app so that you can see if you want to download it or not. But you can go to your app store and just search audiobooks. You'll find there's free ones and there's ones that are not free. And the ones that are not free, they normally don't have books that are popular or books that you might want to read. But there's audiobooks as well. You don't have to always be in a book. Or if you want to be in a book but you don't want a hard copy, there is digital copies as well. So you can, I used to read on Kindle. I used to have the Books app on my iPhone. So the Books app is free on your iPhone, guys, and it has a lot of classics. There's a lot of books. There was a lot of books on that app, but I'm just not a fan of reading on my phone. I'm sorry, because no, too much screen time. So if you don't mind screen time, you can get Kindle. You can download a book app like the one that I just told you about, the Books one on iPhone, and you're good to go, guys. And you can read that one anywhere. Like it's flexible that much. You don't even worry about it like getting wet, whatever. That's it from me, and I hope these tips will help you reach your reading goals for 2024. And guys, if you did like my video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Existed. I know what I need, ain't gonna lie. I know what I want, speaking my mind.